This episode is brought to you by our friends at Hover, the easiest way to buy domain names and do more with them. Get 10% off today by visiting hover.com/webwisebuys.
Hey everyone, I'm Mark Saltzman and you're watching Webwise Buys episode 8. We're thrilled that you're checking in with us to see where the hottest deals are online, as well as some ones that you might want to pass on and why. In fact, on that note, on today's segment, we're going to talk about 3 things you should probably pass on, not because we don't like the products, but because we've found it cheaper, or we just recommend an alternative. So let's kick things off with an ebook reader from Sony. This is their Touch Edition, on sale at Newegg for $250 plus free shipping. I do like the Sony ebook readers. I think they're comparable to the Kindles and some of the other ones on the market, but I think $250 for a device that offers touchscreen, even though it sounds appealing, I don't think you really need the touch component too much. The buttons to flip pages are just fine. The only clear advantage here is that it's a 1 inch bigger than the Pocket Edition from Sony, which is a 5-inch screen, and the ability to play audiobooks. But my thinking is this: if you have a smartphone or a portable media player, and chances are you do, you can already store MP3s on them, whether it be music or podcasts or audiobooks. So the fact that the Sony reader has this capability doesn't really justify a $250 price point. By the end of 2010, you're going to find some feature-rich ebook readers for as low as $100 because the competition is going to drive it down. It's already starting to happen. And again, I don't think touch really adds much to the table here. It doesn't bring that much to the table unless you're a student and you want to make annotations, you want to write on the screen. Maybe that justifies it, but $250 is just too much. Even though it is $50 less than what Sony is selling that same product for directly, as you can see with free engraving as well, I still think that $300 for an ebook reader is $200 too much. So hold on a couple of more months and you will find that prices are going to drop. So this was an instance where I like the product, but I just think it's overpriced. Speaking of tablets or ebook readers, the iPad, if you type in iPad at Amazon.com, if you want to pick up Apple's latest and arguably coolest gadget, certainly one of, if not the must-have device of 2010, you'll see that the entry-level 16 gig model with Wi-Fi, not 3G, is on sale for $620 or $621 if you want to round up. It's through another seller, by the way, great fun for you, selling it through Amazon. But this is the first listing that comes up. This is too much for the iPad. A great device, but if you want to buy the iPad, which lets you use your fingertip on its nearly 10-inch screen to navigate through all that great content, you can get it for $500 with free shipping from Apple directly, and you'll get it within a few days, about 5 to 7 business days, for the exact same product. So $621 versus $500, it is not a good deal to go through Amazon in this instance. Of course, you can get more memory, 32 gigs or 64 gigs, depends on how much media and apps you want to store on the device. And of course, 3G lets you download new apps and other content anywhere. Basically, you have a cell phone connection, whether it be on a park bench or on a moving train, something you can't do with Wi-Fi. All right, and the third thing is, and I don't want to harp on this because we did talk about this in past Webwise Buy segments, is to just be cautious about the wording on some websites. As you can see here, TigerDirect.com has a sale for $28 on a great Linksys wireless N router. It's the WRT160N. So this gives you very fast wireless transfer speeds, great for HD video, by the way, as well as a broader range, so you can surf the net in a bit of a broader umbrella, if you will, compared to 802.11g or certainly B. However, if you look a little bit closely here at the verbiage, it says recertified. We looked at last week refurbished being sort of hidden there. $28 for a quality wireless N router like that should make you suspect. And indeed, the best deal that we found elsewhere for a brand new product is for $60 with free shipping from Newegg for that same Linksys wireless N router. So $60 is the best price we were able to find brand new. And one of the worst prices we found, ironically, from a website called All Brand Names for Less, hover.com has that exact same product for $142.85 compared to $60 brand new. So more than double the cost, about $80 more than the product we found at Newegg. So you got to be careful about the language. And although we like the three products we looked at today, just some tips and some pointers if you're shopping online to ensure you get the best deals possible. If you have any questions or comments about these WebWise Buys segments, any products you want to recommend or slam, feel free to contact us at www.butterscotch.com. I'm Mark Saltzman. Thanks for watching WebWise Buys.
This episode is brought to you by our friends at Hover, the easiest way to buy domain names and do more with them. Get 10% off today by visiting hover.com/webwisebuys.